came out to do a second hunt for the search of the Civil War camp. I've been here since 9 a.m. hunting. It's now 3 o'clock. I stopped for about 20 minutes to eat lunch and call my wife, and I got right back to it. I haven't found anything that's interesting. Tons and tons of shotgun shells and other items. And I kind of got to the point where I kind of want to give it a break for the day on that. Switch to something else. We have this home site here. I walked all the way to the back. Inside those bushes right there is that rock formation that looks like a piece of the foundation. We found that stove door or lid, whatever it is, right in here. And I also brought a brush axe with me today. So I'm going to clean up in here and try to get some room so we can swing the metal detector. I'm going to be using the White's MX Sport. I'm gonna hunt in relic mode. That's what it's already in. Just gonna leave it at that. Discrimination down. I'm gonna accept from -10 all the way to +95, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna hear the all metal indiscriminate channel because it's in relic mode. Sensitivity, I'm just trying to get it as high as I can where it runs stable. And I don't know if I already said it or not, but the 6x10 coil. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day at this site, see what we can find. Brush axe. They're terrible. If you want to bring a weed eater, you can. I bring this because I don't need fuel or string or anything else other than swinging motion. But therein lies the issue. It wears you out in a hurry. These are, I don't know, Tractor Supply for like 15 bucks. Here we go. Decent spot to get ground balance here. Ground grab says 56. Not gonna balance there. Decent little spot. 41. There we go. Here it's nice and smooth. Ready to go. Here's one I started. It was in the 30s and then got into what it's showing now. You can see it's quite a bit higher now. I don't have my little digger today, just a shovel. It's to rain today at some point. Here's what we got. What is that? Looks like a dog tag, kinda. Says dog, maybe tax. I see an X over there on the end. 1025 Grant County, Kentucky, which is where we're at. 1923. That is an old dog tag, and it's got my home county on it. That's awesome. I really like that. Isn't that cool? I really needed that dog tag. I just spent the last 6 hours digging up shotgun shells and farm implement pieces, so that little home county of mine and little Kentucky dog tag actually means a lot. It's giving me an extra boost to just keep on going for the rest of the day. And I feel good. I brought a big lunch with me this time and a lot of water, so I can keep on going. See what else we can find. It's 3.5 inches, 24. This actually might be the front yard for this house. Can't really tell which way it was facing. Still 22. It's in here somewhere. I'll grab whatever it is. Can't tell what it is yet. It's in there. So the broken harmonica reed, that would have went on the end, and you can kind of see one of the reeds there. But that's what that is a piece of a harmonica reed. There we are at 4 inches. Another low VDI. Appears to be, it's 35 to 40 now. Got whatever it is in my hand. See if we can find it together. What do you think it is? Bullet or something? Not that. Oh, that's a baby square now. Look at that thing. Well, there it is. It's a baby square nail. Like you should always do, check the hole. I pulled that square nail out of there. And we're still getting that low VDI. Huh. It's round, but I don't think it's a coin. It's what we have. I don't know, it looks like those were punched in there. I don't know if there was something back in the day that people would have used that, you know, would have opened that way. There's 3 holes. See them? I don't know. A little different. It's only 1.5 inches deep, but it's reading 81 to 85. Take a look, see what you think. It's a good sign. Just dig that out of there. It's a square nail. Actually, it's not even a square nail. It's a round nail. So that's 80s and newer. Or 1880s and newer. Sorry about that. But that's a cool piece of pottery. Isn't it neat? Really decorative. Not your standard out in the woods poor folk dishes. And they had a dog tag. I mean, they're way out in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know if most people would have had dog tags back then if they just lived way out in the country. Maybe they moved from the city out here. And we're back on the same hole. Now that big nail's out of the way, the 80's back. There's something over here. I can see it. I don't know. Just looks like a wheel, maybe. Oh, maybe not a wheel. Looked like a wheel. It is a circular thing that mounts to something by a screw. That's all I can tell you. Huh. Wonder what kind of metal that is. That looks awful much like silver. Like, no kidding. Not trying to dream something up here. I don't know. There it is at 4 inches. 52, 67, 57. This. Let's see what this is. Try to get you into the sun so you can see it. I have a feeling I've seen this before. Or something like it. Kind of looks like a, I don't know, a shield. Alright, now I have it clean, but I'll have to clean it when I get to the house. Because I don't have anything to really rub on it other than my jeans. And that's what it's looking like. Look at all that decoration that's on there. Isn't that cool? I will have to definitely work on that one some. I'm not really sure how or what it would have been used for, but being that this and it, you know, top of a shield comes to a point, and then you have the point at the bottom, it looks like it went like this. Possibly a belt passed through it, and it was used as a belt buckle, maybe. I'm not sure. It looks like it's bent from back in the day, but we'll try to bend it back. I really like it though. It's pretty awesome. This is the same hole I just found that shielded what I think is a belt buckle in it. And there's still something down in there. I've got it pinpointed right at the very bottom. So you can see the VDIs. It's really deep. There is some of that chinking that would have went in the old, in between the cabin slats or boards. Put you on my small stand. And we'll dig it together. Although I do have to use my big shovel. Because I thought I was relic hunting all day. Right there. Oh,
I see something there. Square nail. See if there's anything else. There is. Luckily. Another nail. It's not a square nail. We got some angry ants coming out now. Angry ants. Big red ones too. Probably don't want to mess with them guys. There it is. Let's take a look at it before the ants get me. They're kind of gone now. Looks to be a buckle of some sort. Oh yeah, that middle piece that would have hooked your pants together, or the actual belt, would have fed through here, and that would actually be slid to about right there. It's just slid down the middle piece. There would have been a continuous piece right here too. But that's what that is. A buckle. Digging something that's a 67, 70 BDI. It pinpoints like 1 inch, but I know it's deeper, so whatever it is really big. Could be a big piece of steel or iron. Here it comes, whatever it is. It's just a old bottom of a pot-bellied stove or a big cast iron bowl. I don't know. That's all it is. It's not filled with gold, so we'll keep moving. Got another one here. It's 5.5 inches deep. Might be another big piece of steel, but when it pinpoints a lot softer like that, it means it's not as big. I can tell when I'm pinpointing. Oh, it's still there. I'll spin it around. It's not all that deep. See it? Right there. Let me unlock that so it brightens it up. It's right there. Got a bunch of bug spray on my jeans. When I rubbed it on there, it kind of got it. It's going to be impossible to see now. From what I can tell, let me see if I can make this work with my phone here. Let me hold my hand steady. Does that look like 1909? 1909 is what I'm seeing. This is really hard to hold steady. I think that's what it is. 1909, wheat cent. Just pinpoint, get right over top of it. There we go, 4 inches. 52, sometimes getting up in the 60s and 70s, depending on how you swing. I think that's what I'm digging right there. See if it'll focus. It's just the bottom of a tin of some kind. I just dug this new signal over here, and I got this. It's a broken axe head from what I can tell. Looks like the backside's been broke off. You can see the one side's not as far back as this one, and you would have had the wood part, that handle, go through here. That's a pretty old one, but it's not all of it. It's too bad. I've been working on this one for a little bit. It's I had to move a bunch of rocks and things in order to get down in there. So let's see what we're getting now. You can see we got a really high VDI. What's that? Here it is, cleaned off. What do you think that is? It's made out of copper. See, it's got a little, either a wee hole for like liquid or something that you can grab onto with your fingers. It's got some sort of a clasp on it there. Not for sure what that would have been used for, but it's definitely copper. There's no writing on it. Still kind of cool. Looks like it pinpoints right there at 74. Whatever I'm pinpointing is either under it or is that. That's a rock. I'm gonna have to remove that rock. There's something right there. I bet that's it. It's on, isn't it? There we go. That's probably just more of it. I don't know what that is. Old machete, putty knife, something. Got a 69 VDI. I've been trying to get out of this hole and it's flipped over that way somewhere. There's something right there. All right, look at that. Look at this. Well, I know musket balls are musket balls, but I can't say it's Civil War, but you know, it's not perfectly round. Looks like something chewed on it too. Somebody whittled on it. Can't really tell. Maybe a squirrel chewed on it. I don't know if they chew on musket balls or not, but I obviously hit it right there, digging. It's a round ball. It wasn't fired, doesn't seem to be. There's no rifle on the edges of it. That's pretty cool. Kind of mixed tones, 45s and 73s. 3 inches. And I think this is gonna be my last one for the day. It's getting a little late. Probably some big piece of steel. Don't really want to end the day on that, but it is what it is. And there it is. A piece of, nobody knows. It's got an odd shape to it. Never know what it is. It's somewhat like furniture. Maybe. I don't think iron would be used on furniture. Well, that's it. Went ahead and uncovered the well with my brush hook and got it all cleared off. So I just can't imagine building something like that out of stones, going down that deep. Somebody's down in there digging a hole, I guess, and stacking them rocks on the sides. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Just think of the people that lived back here. I know they were here in 1923. I had a coin from 1909. They could have been here in the 1800s. That well over there, you know, there could have been 2 homes here or multiple families that lived there for years. But think about life back then. Living all the way back here. There's no electric line. There's no phone lines. There's no running water. You know, take a shower, use the restroom, flush the toilet. All those things. Grocery store, you know, you're raising everything. Even to go get like dry goods and say you break a chain or a tongue on your wagon. You got a long haul just to go get parts unless you're going to try to make it here. It's kind of crazy to think about that. How isolated people would be that would be living in this house. So, you know, if they did have something that sparked a flame in there, I mean, there's no saving it. It's the family that lived here. I can't figure out who they are, though. I've got 2 names from back in the 1800s that own this property, but I didn't do any research in the 1900s. It's funny because somebody that owned this part of the farm has the same last name as the gentleman that owns the farm now, which was the first guy who owned it from a land patent that fought in the Revolutionary War. They got land patents or grants given to them so that since the United States didn't have any money at that time, or the 13 colonies, this was Virginia. And in order to pay that soldier, they would give him a grant, which would be mapped out and then turned into a patent, and then it would be transferred to the soldier as pay for his duties to the country. And that's what this parcel is. And that guy's last name is the same last name as the guy who owns it today. So, I don't know if they're family. I doubt it, but it's pretty cool. Just something I found out in my research, trying to figure out who lived in this house and whose dog, the people that own that dog, and the people that lost that penny, I haven't found out yet. It's pretty wild. Just glad somebody left this sitting here and didn't tear it down. It's always a good reminder of how life used to be. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep safe.